Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a shirt on and I've got another recipe for you. We're going to be making a bacon onion jam with maple whiskey. So we've got about a half a pound of bacon, roughly chopped or diced here, as well as 2 onions, roughly chopped or diced. We're using about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and we've got a quarter cup of a maple whiskey. However, you could use any normal whiskey or a bourbon, in fact, and maybe up your maple syrup, but we wanted to use a maple syrup whiskey or a maple whiskey to enhance the maple flavor. I've got about a quarter cup of water on hand just to add periodically so that my jam doesn't dry out while cooking. We've also got some white vinegar here to kind of balance out the sweetness of our jam. You could also use a cider vinegar or a balsamic vinegar. And then I've got some salt as well as cayenne to taste. So let's get started. I've got my pan heating up and I'm about to add my bacon. I'm going to cook it until it's mostly done, nice and brown and mostly crispy as well. All right, so we got our pot nice and hot and we're going to add our bacon. Now we're going to add our onions to the reserved bacon fat. We're going to cook them for a few minutes at the same medium heat as the bacon, and then we're going to lower it down and let it kind of slowly break down and caramelize. So it's been cooking for just over 10 minutes now. And you can see it's already breaking down. Some of the onion on the very bottom is browning as well, so I'm going to turn it down a bit more and continue cooking. All right, so we've caramelized the onions on low heat. It has been 30 minutes now, and I'm ready to add my maple whiskey and kind of scrape the fond off the bottom of the pan, all those nice brown bits. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. All that alcohol is going to burn off and leave us with a nice sweet and whiskey kind of flavor. Little oaky aromas coming off this, and already we can see a bit of a sort of a sauciness developing on the onions. All right, that's looking good. So now I'm going to add some maple syrup there. And at the same time, our small bit of vinegar. Don't waste that high quality maple syrup. All right, give that a little stir around. We've got a good amount of liquid right now, so I don't think I'm going to add my water yet. Put your bacon right back in there. And we're going to incorporate that. So after being cooked, the bacon's had time to kind of crisp up more. Of course, it's going to be a bit colder, but also drier, so it's soaking up all those juices. And we're going to continue to cook this down to soften up everything in there. All right, while our jam is simmering, I'm going to add just a little dash of cayenne for some spice. So we've, after adding the bacon, we've cooked it down for about another 10 minutes or so. So we've got that nice sauce. Everything is nice and hot. The bacon is softened a bit. And at this point, you could add it to a blender or food processor if you wanted a more kind of smooth bacon jam. But you know me, I like the chunkies, so I'm ready to eat this. I'm just going to transfer it to a bowl and let it cool down a little bit. All right, so off the stove, we put the bacon onion jam into the fridge for about a half an hour while we baked our cheese dots. The longer you do keep the jam into the fridge, it's gonna set better, and it tastes really great cold. You can eat it right off the stove if you want it hot. But our cheese dots are nice and hot, so it's really gonna be a good temperature for us right now. Oh yeah. All right, let's dig in. It's amazing. Yeah, the maple flavor is really strong. It's got a good sweetness to it, but it's not overbearingly sweet. And with the cheese dots, it's a really nice little snack, little hors d'oeuvre or appetizer. I hope you guys try this at home and let us know what you think.